last weekend was really great for our program. Obviously, a lot of guys got some good reps against very quality players. You know, you got Wayne State, who was in the NCAA finals last year in Division II, and then you have UNOH that came off of national indoor semifinals the weekend before. So we know that all three of those teams, you know, us three coaches got together and we just said, look, what better way to get our teams, you know, more battle tested than you know, play each other. Wayne State's got a great facility up there in Detroit, so we were all able to just kind of stay in that building and play each other, get a lot of match play in. We learned a lot about ourselves, obviously. Faced some obstacles that are going to make us tougher down the road, and we got a lot of looks. So I was pretty happy with that day. And then, you know, we got back late on Friday night, woke up on Saturday and had to play a few more matches, and Kenyon definitely came in giving us their best shot. I mean, they are much improved, they're deep, they've got a lot of talent on their roster, and you know, they really pushed us energy and play-wise all the way to the end. So I was really glad to see the guys step up and bounce back from the obstacles they faced on Friday and, you know, the adversity they faced, and to perform very well on Saturday. A strong regional competition coming up. You know, Hope, John Carroll, Oberlin. You know, these are teams that are right in our backyard. John Carroll and Oberlin, that is. We know them pretty well. They know us, so they're comfortable with us, and we know we're going to get their best shot. So we're really looking forward to that. Again, another weekend where we're going to get a lot of repetition, get everybody on the roster. It looks at some match play. Guys are getting healthier now, so I think the objective this weekend is to get as much match play in as we can, get as much fitness work in as we can, so that we can fly to Minneapolis next Thursday as strong as we can be, ready to peak in the first of our 3 peaks of the season. You know, so this is an important weekend. It sets up the following national indoors. That'll be our first peak, and as we then take a little breather heading into spring break, we'll approach our second peak. You know, and our eyes are always on that long-term vision. We want to be better today and tomorrow, but you know, our goal is to peak at the right time. So I feel good about the way this weekend sets up with 4 matches, giving us the opportunity to keep getting sharper and sharper as we head towards that national indoor.
Hi, my name is John Kasner, and I'm a senior on the Case Western Reserve University men's tennis team. My journey definitely started when I was looking to play college tennis. I knew that was a high priority for me, and I also knew I wanted to do engineering and kind of be at the best academic school I could be at. And so Coach Todd reached out to me pretty early in high school. I think I was just starting my junior year. And it just kind of happened that Case was the best fit, both from a tennis standpoint, being on a really competitive team in the national rankings, and also a great engineering school that had a lot of opportunities for me to grow academically. I'm a mechanical and aerospace engineering major, and so I definitely, growing up, I was always kind of just good at math, and really liked physics in high school, and I always knew I liked to tinker with things, so mechanical engineering just kind of fell into my lap, I guess. And then I ended up adding the aerospace major spring of my junior year, just because that and mechanical are pretty similar, and that kind of ended up being the area of mechanical that I was most. I had one previous internship working in the medical device industry, and then this past summer I worked at Medtronic in Minneapolis, where I worked on a team that was manufacturing batteries for insertable cardiac monitors. So as a manufacturing engineer, I got to kind of go down the manufacturing lines and validate equipment, make sure everything is working right, but also kind of problem solve on my feet in a really fast-paced environment that also kind of had a good motivation for helping people with their everyday lives and giving people a way to know more about their bodies when they need it. After graduation this spring, I'll be working for Pentair, and they are a company based out of Minneapolis, but I'll be in their 3-year rotational program. So I'll be in a few different locations throughout those 3 years, working as an engineer for them throughout the U.S. I think the biggest thing about coming to Case and just being on this team is you get to learn a lot about yourself, and you get to learn a lot about what your strengths are, what things you can improve on, and just how you interact with a team. I think that was one thing I really took as a positive from this experience is just learning how to interact with a team. And I think I was able to grow a lot just being around in a team environment constantly, especially with the men's tennis team.